Notre Dame has landed a massive commitment from consensus four-star prospect Kaydon Finley out of Aldo, Texas, ranked number 216 overall by 247 Sports and number 110 overall in the 247 Sports composite. Finley has been the number one receiver prospect for the Fighting Irish for most of the last year. Ultimately, this one came down to Notre Dame and Texas, where Finley is a legacy prospect. And Notre Dame was able to get this done off the strength of the official visit they hosted on June 13th and an unofficial visit on June 1st. Irish Illustrated has the full breakdown here on their video analysis series from me, Eric Thomas, where we're looking at exactly the kind of player that is coming to South Bend and Kaydon Finley. There are several key hallmarks to Finley's game for any Notre Dame football fan to appreciate about this commitment. First off, Finley is excellent after the catch. He can break tackles, whether that's arm tackles, guys actually hitting him low with power. He's able to create his own opportunities for missed tackles with jump cuts and these little shifty moves that are almost more reminiscent of soccer players than football players, the way he's able to clearly mislead defenders with the way his hips are moving. Another key aspect here for Finley is the fact that he has some of that offensive weapon versatility, but he's not a nondescript receiver. And what I mean by that is Finley is a high-level route runner. Technically, conceptually, he executes all aspects of receiver play at a high level with an attention to detail. But that being said, because of his athleticism, because of his ability to make guys miss, he does have flexibility to be used on end arounds and on different types of screens and different plays where basically the point of the play is we're going to block up front for you around the line of scrimmage and then you got to go take it. Go take what's yours in terms of extra yardage. He is excellent at taking what is his. And when it comes to his attitude and his approach to the game, I talked about that attention to detail. Finley is incredibly detailed in the nuance of his route running. He's incredibly detailed in his releases. He's incredibly detailed in the way he hand fights at the top of his routes to not draw offensive pass interference. And he's detailed about his blocking. Finley is a selfless football player. The second clip on his highlight is blocking. This is a guy who clearly prides himself on his ability to go out onto the perimeter and become an impact player for ball carriers behind him. And when you look at that full picture, it's a receiver who can do everything you need at all areas of the field, and they like Finley in the slot. So when you put that, conceptually for Notre Dame's offense, when you put that into place, they're getting a big-bodied blocker who's going to be right in the running lane on strong side runs, an excellent addition for them. Plus, they have that versatility, that route running ability, and that size that is more, linked with like a field receiver, something like that. So it's a really beneficial body type build, athletic skill set for Notre Dame to have coming out of the slot. Finley is not a burner. He is not the fastest player on the field. He is never going to win just on pure speed, but he doesn't need to because, like I said, with the details and the overall attention to detail, I should say, Finley is excellent at creating opportunities and separation for himself, despite not having just the pure blazing foot speed to create separation athletically. And the last thing that I'll note here about Kaydon Finley's game, why this is such a big boon for Notre Dame, is that Finley is not a niche player. He is not only good, going vertical. He's not good at intermediate areas of the field. He's not good at short areas of the field. For Finley, there is utility everywhere. He can take a go ball and beat a man because his route running was good enough to vertically separate. He can run a slant and create separation because he understands the space around him, and he uses that little hip move I talked about, that soccer-like hip move, to just give the corner a little bit of a false hope that he's going to go the other direction at the top of the route. There are so many little nuances and details to Finley's game at every area that, other than the fact that he's not like a blazing speedster, it's really hard to poke holes in Finley's game. People often say, well, is he a jack of all trades or a master of none when you describe prospects like this? But there are things that Finley differentiates himself with. It's that ability to make guys miss, and it's that technical attention to detail that really allow him to be a dominant player. On the whole, this is a massive win for Notre Dame, not only because of the talent that Finley can bring to South Bend as a player who's consistently compared to Jaden Greathouse as a player, but also because Finley was the unabashed number one receiver target for Notre Dame in this cycle. Now, in 2023 with Carnell Tate, in 2025 with Derek Meadows, Notre Dame pushed all the chips into the table to try to land those guys. There was moments of optimism, but ultimately Notre Dame ran out of steam toward the finish line. Here with Kaydon Finley, Notre Dame picked up steam right at the finish line to secure their number one receiver. It's a flip on its head of the narrative that's been going here previously, and it's a good sign for Notre Dame for things to come, especially with two more receivers committing in the next couple of days. This is it for Kaydon Finley's commitment. This is Irish Illustrated's Eric Thomas breaking it all down for you for the Irish Illustrated video analysis series. Thanks so much.